Throw Gang, we are joined by the Sultan of Starvemaxxing, Lauren Schlossman, and myself, the Mandem Maestro, James Harris. Welcome to the weekly Running the Boys, with today's full episode only available on
Patreon.com/throwingfits live and direct.
Before we get into the collaboration of the year, why we're talking in Mandem accents, because the fucking grime Mandem were gooning up in my crib.
Rodmanting.
And fucking up our link up with Nigo.
Yeah.
Let's get to a fit check.
Why don't you start us off, bro?
Okay, upstairs, I was wearing Factory Team Project Oakley Chop Saw Mules, the Raspberry Beret colorway.
Raspberry Beret.
Go to fit Prince song.
The kind you'd find at a secondhand store. Is that your favorite Prince song? Because I think it's mine.
It's my favorite Prince song about jawnz.
What are the other options?
I don't know. When Doves Cry is the best karaoke song because it's very easy.
Is
like
it
it's
really
not like
long?
It's not that long.
Oh, okay.
And you got to just do like some sexy dancing when it's like the doot 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 doot.
I was on my game blouses shit at Jean's wedding.
No, we're gonna get into it.
Shit.
Lusso socks, orally jeans, skim men's wife pleaser underneath to hide the nipples.
Wait. Is it shapewear?
I think it is. I think it's slowing me down. Can
you give me just a little peek? Yo, then this cotton. Yo, it's not really ribbed. It is legit like a workout tank.
I almost wore it to Jian's wedding underneath my tuxedo shirt to keep the nips from nipping.
Okay.
Which I can say, you can't say that. But it's a black tank underneath a white shirt and like with like flash photography, you know, that would have been a really bad look.
Yeah.
Right?
Your pants were distracting enough though.
I know they were.
We'll get into it.
Then the Our Legacy Workshop Natura sweater with the yin yang embroidery. I'm taking a cue from Lawrence though, and raw dogging, well, not raw dogging the nips, raw dogging the pits.
Okay.
On this bad boy.
Raw dog in the pits.
And then on top of that, I had a Needles Barracuda. What is this? M6?
It's a G9.
G9. Jacketto. Our Legacy Workshop, Somebody's Sunnies, and a Throwing Fits Small Talk Studios cap on top, sipping on Greenpoint's finest, and a Diet Pepsi. Diet Pepsi! Or no, just PepsiCo. Sponsor the fucking pod.
Damn,
God
okay.
damn it.
You really... Okay. Do you think you drink more Diet Pepsis in a week than you beat off?
Hell no.
Okay. Because you have a DP every day.
No, I have one per pod, so it's usually 2 a week. I don't drink DP like casually. This is purely utilitarian for the podcast.
It's function over form, but you do love the taste.
I think it's better than Diet Coke. I truly do. If I drink a Diet Coke right after DP or just a Diet Coke on its own now these days, I really do not like it. It's metallic. It's tinny. It kind of tastes like you're sucking
out of a can.
Sucking on out of a bottle too. Sucking on a mouthful of pennies. Unless Diet Coke, they want to sponsor the podcast, then I'm all ears.
What's your Goda?
My what?
Your goat soda.
Not a big, maybe just like, I mean, when I was a kid, it was cream soda.
Oh, nice. When you were fucking poed up.
Yeah, A&W cream soda.
Get that drop. Yeah, that's a good one. I like Diet Dr. Pepper.
We've had this conversation. Dr. Pepper tastes like fucking shit.
Yo, we've podcasted enough that we've gone down the Mount Rushmore of sodas.
Yo, what numbers are sodas?
G9. Okay. Is it my turn?
Maria Tash in the Lobe.
Oh, right. Okay. I wore Our Legacy Cuban heels. I have on Ame Leondor socks. I'm wearing...
Yo! Not to put you on blast. You need some new socks, dog.
Oh, these are,
You got some,
These are not great.
These shits are holy.
Yeah, fucking something holy.
Yeah,
these are...
Your socks are they, them, because them shits are holy.
When I put them on, even though I got here a half an hour early, I felt rushed out the door, and it wasn't until I slipped on the Cubans that I was like, wait, I'm feeling leather.
Yeah.
This is bad. And
I got cow on sole.
Damn. Yeah. I will say, and you know who agrees with me because she put it in Perfectly Imperfect, Kathleen Sorbara.
Yeah.
Loves ALD socks, and I love ALD socks as well.
Well, you clearly love them. You've been wearing them into the fucking ground.
Yo, Ted, I need some more pairs. Okay.
Maybe next time you see Teddy, you can ask him.
Yeah. Vintage Levi's 501s, metalwood Western belt, very cozy MF Pen knit polo, 3S Wythe rodeo hat, and I wore my Supreme Barber because I have a beautiful anecdote that I wanted to share with both you and the Throw Gang.
About your beautiful what?
Yeah, so let me just ask you first and foremost, do you know what Ghani is?
Yeah, it's Danish. I mainly know it because the homie Chris Green's wife used to work there.
Got it.
And I think was in charge of like bringing it to the US. And she was at the wedding. Did you see her, Jess?
Yeah.
We worked together at BPMW.
Yeah.
Do you guys overlap?
No, because or it was one of the things where I was like, nice to meet you, and it was like, well, I already know this guy, but we'll let it cook because he's off of a bean right now.
I've really leaned into good to see you because the nice to meet you, and then it's like, oh no, we've met 6 times before. It's just like embarrassing,
especially
at
at a wedding like that. That really, my boy Jules said it best. He's like, they felt like a high school reunion.
Yeah.
Of John's.
But we'll get into it. We'll get into it behind the paywall.
So Ghani, so you were familiar. I mean, I knew.
Like
Jenna has Ghani pieces, but I wasn't like, I didn't really know what I was dealing with.
It's affordable, relatively affordable, cool girl shit, right? So the spectrum, the tiers, starting from like most unaffordable cool girl shit.
Top down like a cop.
Top down. Phoebe Philo.
Right.
Katie.
Oh shit, right.
Khaite. And again,
I know those two.
This is from a fucking amateur women's wear enthusiast.
Right.
I only know from like, exes and buying shit for girls and shit. Okay, Phoebe Philo, Katie. Totem.
Never heard of that.
Which is where Jess is now.
Okay.
She went from Ghani to Totem, so she'll be a Katie next. Then Ghani.
Okay.
Then Reformation.
Familiar with that.
Leave your comments, lady, the one lady listening. Yeah. Leave your comments. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Fellas, maybe take my word for it. I don't fucking know, bro.
So, but that was, what an endorsement.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's like the cool girl, again, not like super niche, like fucking esoteric,
no.
blah, 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 just like
in Soho. And I know this because Jen and I were out maybe 2 weekends ago, go to the Odeon, get a French onion soup. You already fucking know, best in the game. And then we decided to go shopping because Ghani apparently has.
You guys share the soup?
No, not the, I've shared soup with her before, and it's like, you need your own soup.
Well, when we were at Odeon, you're like, hey, you want some of this soup?
I'm like, if you wanted a spoonful.
No.
On some Oliver Twist type shit. Please, man. Would you like a spoonful?
No. Yo, fellas, is sharing soup with your boys gay?
Can we get 2 straws for this French onion soup? So we're in Soho, and we go to the Ghani store because apparently they do a barber collab, which I wasn't familiar with, but you knew this already.
They reached out to me. They've done the barber collabs before, and they reached out to me, and they're like, hey, do you want this women's barber Ghani?
Nice, dude.
And my ex-girlfriend is a Ghani fan, so I was like, yeah, I'm a size small,
tiny little man,
and it's like a duster almost. It's like down to the fucking ankles, hunter green, corduroy collar. It's fire.
Well, shout out Ghani for running back the barber collab for I don't know how many times, but we go to the store because Jenna was like, yo, I want to get like your opinion on this barber collab. And I was fucking flattered. So we go to the store and there's a ton of models that are releasing in various drops. And all these were the long duster joints, which for a short queen like my wife, not in play.
She's fucking been slacking, dragging on the floor.
Right, exactly, dude. So she was showing me like the other shit that was coming out.
Jenna going unk mode.
Yeah, and one of which is a fucking like basically kind of like the same Supreme joint, but instead of cheetah, it's leopard and there's a little bit of padding. But I'm like, yo, this is fucking fire. Big exaggerated collar, whatever. So she's like, okay, they don't have them. I guess I'll wait for them to drop. I had forgotten about it, but I guess last night, Sunday, we're recording on Monday as always, they finally came out. And she's texting me and she's like, wait, should I get this one? But then there's also a patchwork one. And I was like, babe, why are you texting me when you could be copping this fucking heat? And I literally was like, she's having a jawnz enthusiast moment, and the rush and the thrill I felt for her via proxy. I was like, I don't know if we've ever shared this moment before because normally it's like the whole thing we say is if your girl hates your fit, that's when you know it's good. And I'm not out here ever trying to dress a woman because God forbid you say the wrong thing and that woman is your wife. See ya. You're out the fucking paint. So I chill. I lay in the cut.
You don't like buying like clothes for
jewelry.
Oh, okay.
And also,
bags,
jewelry for sure. I like to do it in person. I'm never going to be like, let me just roll the dice on what I think this bitch would want. But anyway, it was, she ended up getting the cheetah. So now I got a fucking matching situation with her.
Now you got a big cat household.
Like you and I have with fucking all these like shared
no,
jawnz.
you have to be like, oh, babe, are you wearing the cheetah? Are you wearing the barber Ghani?
Yeah, you're wearing the big cat fucking barber.
You have to show up wearing it like with me.
Yeah, I mean, I think knowing that her and I usually leave the house together,
True,
it will be much easier versus me showing up here wearing something that maybe you were really excited to wear, and then you're all butthurt at me for the rest of the day, which happens.
Happens every day, B.
Okay. But anyway, I was like, damn, like this
Well,
is.
she shouldn't.
Because it's like, it was a barber drop. And I'm like, yo, let's go. Let's go,
Did
girl.
it turn you on? Did it tickle your pickle?
Oh, absolutely.
Did your dick move?
And well, I guess people could look it up. It's like, she was like, well, it's like $675. I was like, fuck it. We ball on barbers in this household.
John's enthusiast credo. Cop now, ask for what can I give up this month to spend on later, right?
Yeah, and for
Figure
me,
it out later.
That's the best nearly $700 I ever spent on this money pit. A fly-ass barber for my boo?
Oh, that's right.
Woo! Also, it's her. I mean, she has a job. Like, it's all coming from the same place, even though we, by design, do not have a shared bank account.
Is that abnormal?
Every shekel runs through Larry.
Wow.
That's how,
That's how it should be?
That's how,
the man should control the money?
I almost said that. I said, that's how it is in our household.
Is that
You know how like you
normal? Seriously, is that like not having a shared bank account?
I think it's abnormal.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
But I'm not afraid to.
Does she have your password into like your banking shit? Like Face ID?
Fuck no. But she has like the credit card, like that's under my name. Like she has her own.
So what do you do more lying of? No, babe, I really am kind of broke this month. Or is it, yeah, babe, get whatever you want. Like we're flush this month when you're actually not as flush as you
Did I
might.
spend $3,000 on pumps? The world will never know.
God,
no.
damn. Wait,
That's a joke.
pump shoes or pumps the titty bar?
Why don't you take a guess? No, I'm kidding.
Yo, I didn't know it was possible to spend $3,000 there. It's like $5 beers.
I was entertaining some homies in town. This is an old story that I'm not.
I hope our accountant's not listening.
Going to retell. Well, what is it? Well, what TNA? We're spending on TNA, right? Is that the?
Yeah.
Anyway,
But that wasn't a throwing fits function. Let's be clear.
No, that was my own. That was my own money entertaining some homies.
That was Jenna's money. That was
were in
Jenna's
town.
money.
No, that was Larry's money. Anyway, shout out to her and her new barber. She ended up getting it from Net-a-Porter, so I think it comes day of. So
nice.
Should be, honestly, it might be, she might even be modeling it for me when she gets home.
So fit pick from Jenna coming up in 4 minutes.
Yeah,
wearing that John. She's quick with the fit picks.
But the rush and the thrill that I felt for her was like a magical thing that like, it's awesome. And it's awesome to have moments like that even after, 5 years of marriage almost.
It unlocked new level of your relationship. Also, 5 years, are you sure?
Yeah, well, we're coming up on 5. And it's like kind of what we were talking about with John, where the whole thing is like, if you can only date someone because they're into the same type of fashion, or you were one of these guys that like, my chick has to be fly, my version of fly, which is obviously subjective, leaving the crib. Like, I think that's gross, but just like the one moment, one time out of a blue moon, connecting on something where we're both like, this is fucking fire. This is worth every hard-earned dollar. Like, we can bond over it. I don't know. I thought it was fucking sweet. I loved it.
I do think as professional John's enthusiasts, when you do buy an article of clothing for your SO of the opposite sex, like, and you do kind of nail it, it's a great feeling where they're like, whoa,
yeah,
I love this. And you're like, holy shit. Like, I kind of fucking took a stab in the dark because like, we know a little bit about like aesthetics and fucking shit out there.
I had to ask you what Ghani was.
Phoebe
publicly.
Philo, Katie,
Totem,
because
we were working
Ghani
down the
Reformation.
Totem pole of brands.
And then Courtney, Khloe Kardashian's jeans brand right below that. Oh, and then Kai's in there
Kai's
somewhere.
in there. Maybe that's bottom of the barrel because it's fucking cheap pleather.
Yeah,
though it does look good.
But no, it does feel good. I think when you nail it as a John's enthusiast to give a John that somebody actually really likes. Great feeling.
I mean, that's typically why I stick to jewelry because, like, at a certain price point, you just know it's going to hit. Especially if it's from Cartier.
Especially if you leave the fucking price tag on.
Yeah. You're like pretend to like cross it out, but just make sure the QR code or the barcode is still there when we fucking have to return this shit.
All right. Well, I'm glad you had that moment with Jen, and I'm sure
Thanks,
that
bro.
Maybe it'll push that the pumps.
Yeah.
Punishment down
for
a little
the
bit.
lady listening or any of the guys looking to buy their SO, like you said, a fucking gift. I don't know what's left and what sizes, but peep fucking Ghani. Yo, they're fucking good. Like if I got hit up for Flo, like now that she has one, I might be like, how big do these fit? Can I get like a triple X?
Yeah. One of the last gifts I got from my ex, I believe, was something for Totem, and it was one of those things where it like was like, oh my god, this is great, love this,
Nailed it.
nailed
Love
it,
that for
nailed
you, bro.
it. So yeah, again, that's the fucking pyramid right there. Deep at the top, Reformation at the bottom.
Too bad I didn't save the relationship. Okay,
whoa, relax. Oh, because we only connect over things, Lawrence.
No, I'm joking.
Jesus.
Rolly on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy, wifey on the pinky. I'm wearing Supreme Hanes boxer briefs, and I'm drinking a hydro flask full of Greenpoint's finest.
All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this podcast. First up, collaboration of the year incoming at the fucking buzzer. This was
book it.
Our Legacy Workshop x Emporio Armani. This
Mamma
was
mia.
Listeners of the show will remember that a few weeks ago, I got pizza at Scars with the fucking stock homies, and they ate a jalapeno slice and they were leaking. And the reason why they were in New York was to shoot this lookbook with I'm blank on the photographer's name, but he was like an OG from like he shot for Margiela. I think he shot for fucking like Old ID or maybe Old Interview.
Is the guy that lives in Tripoli?
Yes, Tripoli.
What is it
Libya,
called?
Libya, yeah.
Tripoli, Libya?
Trivoli. I don't know.
Tripoli. Oh, it was close.
Yeah.
Tripoli.
Small town upstate. It's near Bard, and that's why they're here, was to kind of come to him because they're like, yo, we fuck with your vision so hard that we're going to fly the whole squadron across the Atlantic, head upstate, spend a day with you, spend 2 days with you, and fucking knock out a killer lookbook for the, again, collaboration of the year.
I have no doubt that they were going to like share that intel with you, especially that's why they're in town. But I love pretending that like they, under the duress of having a jalapeno for the first time, they just like, it was like you're interrogating them.
Tell me why you're here.
Exactly.
Tell me why you're
I'll
here.
give you another jalapeno if you don't.
Oh, you want this milk? Tell me why you're in Trivoli.
Yeah, well, okay, we're here. We're going to Trivoli. It's gonna be a collab of the year. Oh my god, let's just make it stop. Let me get him the glass of milk, please. Anything.
You want to know how I got these peppers? Yoakum the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
it's
shit's
a fucking smash, dude.
Thanks, bro. And that's why, I mean, I said on the podcast, I was like, yo, I fucking came my pants when I saw this. And we did, you know.
We said too much.
I said too much. But it's out there now.
Yeah.
Yoakum, because again, it's Workshop. Yoakum, Sauer, the whole team, they fucking killed it.
Congratulations, eh?
Congratulations on will absolutely be a lock for the 50s Club of the Year.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite piece? I just want I'll take one of everything the two gay cats are wearing.
That is, how sick of a teaser where it's like, all right, let's throw it to the gay cats to sell this real hard.
Bro, I mean, what a fucking left field teaser. Just like, all right, we're gonna animate these two awesome looking gay cats as they just fucking dine on spaghetti and meatballs in the Big Apple, and just look fucking fire.
Are they? They're in New York. They're in New York, right?
They're in New York.
Not Milano.
There's an Empire State Building, so I believe that's New York.
I was too busy focused on the. Now I was gonna say latent, but just extremely direct homoeroticism.
Oh, dude, so good. You know, when the two pussy link up. Do you have a favorite piece?
Well, there's so many, and it's like, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna buy. I don't know what I'm gonna hopefully ask for on Flow. But the one for me is there's a couple blouson shorter style, like even like and some like straightforward like bombers. There's a shearling that's sick. But my favorite is that like I think it's a flight jacket because it makes me think of, you know me, I'm a fucking
Flightsman.
I'm a fucking zood board archive library of information. And Emporio Armani, where like I couldn't necessarily tell you like what the clothes look like right now or if there's a runway show. I know that there's like in terms of the totem of Armani brands, right? You have Giorgio Armani or Armani Collezione, right? The main shit. Then you have Emporio, and then you have Armani Exchange, right? So this is like, you know, somewhere in the mid tier.
Which one is the Eagle?
This is the Well, there's the eagle sweater. Also,
true,
I think the eagle shows up, you know, it's a
motif.
I think it's a reoccurring motif across the board. Also, real randomly, and honestly, this is more of me gassing us up. The only other time that I know of that Armani has collabed with anyone is with our friends, more friends of ours at CP Company, when they did the fucking Armani Exchange collab for the
Cinquante. I believe, and I'm 99% sure that was the first time Armani's ever collaborated with anybody.
And now this is the second?
Yo, maybe they're just out here fucking. Maybe there's a TF collab with Armani.
Yo, is Giorgio pocket watching, dude?
Yeah,
but we're available. We'll be the third.
Yeah, Giorgio, let's come over here with your white ass.
But anyway,
white haired ass.
There's these super iconic Emporio Armani bombers. Damn, I'm just picturing right now, so I can't do two things at once because of my neurodivergency. But there's these bombers they did from like I think it's '93, and there's this iconic zood, an ad of the homies wearing like alternating bombers because they have these like there's these back.
They're the two gay cats,
kind of, right? One is like an X and one is like a Y like style kind of piping on the back, and they're just skipping stones. And
as pros do.
yeah, right. As Italian homies like to do. And that
Yo, you want to go to the lake with our bombers on and fucking toss some stones, bro?
and those like iridescent fucking back hit bombers are like crazy grails and are like thousands of dollars if you wanted to buy them today. But when I think of Emporio Armani, I think of that ad. I think of bombers, specifically like flight styles. And there's one in here, and I'm like, I think I need it. I think that's the one. If I could only have one, I think that's what I'm going with. What about you?
You know that one? Well, again, I'm not joking when I say I want 2 of everything that the gay cats are wearing. Because, those cats are fucking looking slick.
Those are some cool cats, brother.
Some hep cats. Whoa, what? Relax. The coats with like the fur trimming, the fur collars,
joints.
the ones where there's a dude, one of the models just like carrying all of them. Like that's literally me. That's literally me waking up at 5 a.m. on Friday. I had my alarm set 5 a.m. Friday, New York City time, 11 a.m. Stockholm time. I am possibly buying 2, maybe just 1, because I have to imagine that the pricing is up there.
What do you think of the Hero Oxblood leather? Speaking of pimp shit.
Big gas. I'm going to assume that I'm just going to go out on a limb and assume that I cannot afford it. I kind of want the cat tie.
Ooh,
I kind of want the fun cat tie.
That is a fun tie. That also would be like a great tie to break out for like a special occasion. Not maybe like black tie, but like, something creative.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, because with Jian's wedding, it's like, all right, like, you got to know the rules if you want to break the rules.
Ooh, boy. Yours.
You want to style swerve, you better style serve.
Damn, that's a hep cat right there, brother. So you want the cat tie?
Mandem wildin'.
You can afford that.
Probably. Some of the shirting I think is like it's more. It's not the hero pieces, but like again, I always think like I first fell in love with Our Legacy, and we had a long conversation with our boy Mathieu, where afterwards he texted the mutual Gallagher was like, "Yo, I thought I was a OL fan. Jimmy's on a whole other fucking level."
Yeah, these fucking boys went off, dude. Catch us in the French newspaper. What is it called? Fuck.
Figaro.
What
do you call me? What do you call those gay cats? But
who is in Paris?
Well, we'll get to meeting Nigo.
But you see where I was going? Figaro's.
Oh,
because it's a Parisian newspaper. Anyway,
got it.
When you got to explain the joke, that's how you know it's fucking good, dude.
I first fell in love with OL over their shirting. I think what a lot of people don't realize is a lot of their like basic shirting program is always widely available in their stores, but not necessarily online. So like just like anytime you see me in a fucking crisp white button down, it's OL. So anytime you see me like in a nice flowy, summery short sleeve shirt, it's either Throwing Fits or Our Legacy or MFN. But I saw some ones that have like a quarter zip. Which I'm actually very stoked for.
Oh, right. Yeah.
To wear underneath the big fucking pimp coat. And then, I don't know, I saw some fucking leather gloves, baby. I just watched David Finch's The Killer.
Ooh.
So maybe, I want some fucking gloves.
So while I liked it, can I just say that, like,
who sucked dick?
I was speaking of fucking the mutual Gallagher, that movie would be better without the voiceovers.
That movie would be better.
I think that's the slower burn that then heats up, no pun intended, and would be the better movie. But here's what I got to say about The Killer. The fits are so fucking bad. I know like he's doing the German tourist thing and it's like, but when he's just in like the athleisure stuff, I'm like, well, my letterbox review, it's the athleisure assassin in the flesh.
Why did I mention a movie?
You fool.
Some of the suiting is gas. I don't know if I'm going to go for the suiting, although like, Armani suiting. Come on. That's a sure fucking combination. Killer.
Combination. Let me ask you a couple questions. One, do you think our Legacy friends and family discount codes are going to work on this?
I think so.
Okay. Well, then I'm about to go hog wild.
I know.
Forget about hep cats. I'm about to be a hog and shit.
Yeah. I assume so. But I think I have to imagine because it is workshop, right? They took a lot of, I believe, Armani dead stock fabrics, old fabrics, and kind of updated them or used them to create more legace silhouettes that are referencing vintage Armani.
Which is like, I feel like the ultimate, speaking of all the zoods and shit, that's got to be the number one. Like if there was a Fitty's Zood of the year, I feel like vintage Armani references won the year.
Yeah, for sure. This year, last year. But because,
Instagram.
And this is also the case with like other workshop collabs, I believe this is the case, because it's using dead stock fabrics, the quantities are always kind of like a little all over the place. So you never know what there's a few of and what there's a lot of. It just depends on like what's available.
So to recap, it's coming out the 17th, which is
November 17th, Friday.
That's Friday, and
Friday.
then it's if we're and obviously we're talking about New York because it's the only city that matters. 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Whew. Sheesh.
The reason why I also
Early.
think the reason why this shit was so good is, again, when talking to these guys, sitting down with Yoakum, Saro, and another homie who I met, and whose name I forgot, but his name was like Henrik or something. Like their enthusiasm was so palpable.
Yeah, this is crazy, bro.
And even as they were melting from a not very spicy hot pepper, because of their delicate Swedish palates, it was just like the excitement was coming through. And not only just as they were like describing the photo shoot that happened, but I think like as they were describing the whole process of how it came to be, the original link up, kind of how it came together, and like, you know, in the press recently surrounding this. I mean, that's just that's how you know it's good, is when like the creators are like truly fucking super proud of it and enthusiastic about it, which is like, you know, when you talk to us about like our fucking plaid shirt or whatever, or the overshirt, or even the shorts.
Or when we're talking to Figaro about our fucking love of OL that goes back a decade. We're all about enthusiasm by osmosis, which is why our best friends behind the paywall tap in with us every Tuesday. For some reason, we do this now, but to hopefully get a little, you know, to get jacked up, to get a little hype, you know, rubbed off on them from the goddamn motherfucking boys. Will this be, final question before we move on, if you were a betting man, do you think that this right now is the front runner for Fiddy's collab of the year, like by the people?
I think
not Critics' Choice Award.
I think Wales Bond or Adidas is up there.
True.
Damn. I think I was actually just thinking about the videos. I was like, yo, I really wish I'd taken notes throughout the year. It's like
we always say we're going to.
Bro, Bows of the Year. Like, we can't forget the Tabby Thief.
Ooh.
Fucking Goat of the Year. Can't forget the
Tabby Thief.
The Mississippi Riverboat Brawl.
Oh, Goat of the Year.
Goats of the Year, and also the white dudes being the Bozos of the Year.
Greatest of all time of the year. Best. Are we going to add a new category? That's what we did last year with Goat of the Year. We added it.
Oh, really?
As a joke, yeah.
What would the new category be?
I don't know. I mean, obviously not Zooded of the Year, which I joked about before. I don't know. What would it be? I mean, we've joked about like Pod of the Year. Because like, yo, this one coming up is...
Oh, we're going to talk about it in a second.
No, I know. That's why I was trying to transition.
Oh, you don't want to talk about you learning about your eating disorder has an actual name in the discourse?
Well,
in the zeitgeist?
Did you read the looksmaxxing explainer in the New York Times?
I think I read... It was in like the daily newsletter.
Okay.
And I think I read about it there. And I'm not going to lie. There was one thing that's like one of the main guys in this article that's like 18 years old, but has like 1 million followers, and he's just teaching them how to like be hot. He was like, yeah, how to get a strong jawline. Number 1, chew gum. Number 2, like do some exercise.
You put your tongue like to the roof of your mouth or something. It's called, I don't know, they have a term for it.
It's called tongue maxing. And I literally was like, yo, I'm gonna do that.
Tonsil
and I tried.
maxing.
I was like, and then I was like, all right,
why don't you
this.
buy the chomper thing, the thing that's they advertise on Instagram?
I'm just gonna keep like working out, I think, so I can finally shave this rug off my face.
Yeah. The big revelation for me is that there's a term for what I'm doing, which you said up top in the nickname portion of the show. I am starvemaxxing. Apparently, it's just like the way that very insecure, no pussy getting incels. And apologies if it's because any of these guys have like, you know, debilitating social anxiety or acne or image issues, which I have even as a about to be 37-year-old man. But I'm starvemaxxing. That's what they call intermittent fasting. Starvemaxxing.
That is insane. You now have a second name, a cute name for your eating disorder.
But it makes me think that like, and this was my beef with the article. I'm like, I need more.
Well, you can't have beef because that becomes your meal.
Yeah, that's true. And we are starvemaxxing. This is kind of like my issue that I had, and I'm going to get into a whole Larry versus New York Times thing because we had another flare up as well. But just like our profile or that we had that I wasn't quoted in, or the looksmaxxing article we're just talking about. Or
why weren't you quoted as a noted starve maxer?
That's what I'm saying.
Arguably,
I'm too old.
Arguably one of the world's most famous starve maxers.
I'm the foremost starve maxer, dude.
The number 1 starve maxer.
And I even thought this about, I don't know if you read the homie Mike Nouveau's profile in the Times, but I'm like, the word count on digital, all these stories, they end, and I'm like, I feel like we're halfway. There's so much more to tell.
Oh,
and I'm like,
they're short.
Yeah, and I get there's limited room in print, but when we're just talking about digital, I'm reading all these articles on my phone. It's like I want to just know, I want to know so much more about the looksmaxxing world. And maybe I need to do my own research versus having it spoon fed to me, but I'm a bit old, I think, for the looksmaxxing community, and I don't want to feel any worse about myself than I already do.
This is why men need more representation. It's because we're fucking in the menswear world and we don't get the respect or the word count that the fucking women get.
That's fucking right, Jim. You tell them.
Stella Bugby, you're on notice.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But yeah, this was your second article. No, I guess it was an article. Your war with the New York Times rages on.
So I don't know exactly what episode the Daily did their little recap on all the Kanye West controversy, at Adidas that we kind of already recapped for the 100th time, like a week ago or whenever it was. But
a week ago,
the Times had their expose, and for whatever reason, the Daily, the most popular podcast in America,
are they arts? Are they on the arts?
No,
charts?
I think it's just it's news.
Okay,
but all I know is it's one of the most popular pods
in the world.
Definitely in the States, probably the world. For whatever reason, they decided to use a preposterous clip of me from a short-lived 4-pins YouTube series called Honest Unboxing, where I think I did it 3 times, one of which was the original Yeezy 350 Boost. And I have it queued up here. I don't know the amount of people, by the way, that like I don't talk to, that just listen to the Daily because they're normal people, that's how they get their news, that sent this to me was absurd, and almost as absurd as the clip, which I'd love to play right now.
And then, released in limited runs over the next few months, the shoes sold out in hours, like crashed servers.
Where today we're getting into the hottest release since the Virgin Mary immaculately shit out baby Jesus himself.
Yep, that's right. That is me from 2014 saying the hottest release since the Virgin Mary immaculately shat out baby Jesus himself.
All right, 2 questions. 1, how the hell did they get their hands on this video? Like, where does this video exist?
It's on YouTube. And I actually...
So they just looked up a Yeezy unboxing?
Let's play over-under. Over-under 700,000 views. How many?
Over.
Okay, yeah. It has like 800 and change.
That's that SEO, baby.
Yeah, for real. Something that we do not optimize here at Throwing Fits.
No, we're working
Creative
on it.
Agency LLC.
My other question is, why the hell,
bro,
would the New York Times use that quote, knowing the relatively liberal, but also like relatively conservative readership,
bro,
and like adult readership and just like normie readership that would be like, yo, why the fuck are you talking about the Virgin Mary shitting out baby Jesus?
Yeah, I went to the blog post that accompanies every daily.
Did you read the comments?
No.
Are there comments?
No, but there's a warning that goes, it's like, warning, this episode of the Daily features explicit language. And I'm like, yeah, because you chose to use one of the craziest things that I have ever said out loud, obviously as a joke, but was used almost sincerely to illustrate as the woman whose name escaped me, who wrote the article, the guest on the episode, is like, was the hype that she was trying to attach to, that collaboration. That was earth crushing at the time.
I want to see, so I'm on that blog post. I want to see if there's...
Do they transcribe
There's 19
it?
comments.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I don't think anyone probably commented directly about my quote. It would be amazing, and I hope you find something that would really hammer
I'll skim
home.
through.
But I just don't understand why it's either like Larry's...
7 hours ago, always enjoyed the podcast, but the inclusion of the Virgin Mary quote was odd. I accept there's a language warning in the podcast description, and I'm not personally offended, but it seemed wildly out of line with the tone I expect from the podcast. A misjudged editorial decision.
Woo! Dude, I love that. I love that person had the exact same opinion as me, which is, what is with this misjudged editorial fucking decision? What are we doing? This is
What was the journalistic purpose of airing that disgusting audio clip comparing the birth of Jesus to marketing of a shoe? Comparing giving birth to a bowel movement. The clip is worse than it sounds in my reference here. I'm no prude to have a strong stomach, but that made me want to retch and didn't advance the story so far as I could tell.
Yo, if someone loses their job over the inclusion of 4-pins honest unboxing quotes, oh my fucking Lord. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I am really surprised, and I will absolutely be screen capping those and using them to promote this episode that you're listening to right now.
It really, I mean, I'm not going to lie.
I was flabbergasted.
It is kind of crazy that they included that
So,
quote.
and obviously, listen, all press is good press, and I'm not going to pretend like I wasn't fucking...
Well, this was your only quote in the New York Times in the last 2 years?
Right, which I was going to say.
Wait, so your only quotes in the New York Times are,
I love the idea of a man in leather and the shitting out baby Jesus one immaculately.
Damn, bro, you're 2 for 2.
Yeah, I don't know. And of course, I'm fucking so hyped that happened. But what the fuck, dude? How am I 2 for 2 with just ridiculous quotes?
Also, the amount of like Yeezy unboxing videos they could have pulled from.
I might have the most popular one. I mean, no way.
You might, but I'm sure there are other sentences in your honest unboxing that didn't talk about Jesus sliding out of Mary's pussy.
Yeah.
Or shit getting shat out of her pussy.
Again, immaculately. So, we're keeping it fucking biblical. Respectfully. Shit him out. Respectfully. Yeah. I couldn't believe it, dude. I was absolutely beside myself. And thank you to everyone in my life that reached out.
Over under on people that reached out. 50?
Oh, dude. I mean, can we include?
You lost count?
Can we include? Because I posted on IG stories.
Okay.
So that alone had. I probably got.
I was so flabbergasted I even engaged with the IG story, which never happens. That was crazy.
Yeah. No, you did. I think you liked it. Did you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, you're saying it was so crazy you did engage.
I did engage.
Yeah. I think you were my second like on it.
Wow.
You were up early, fucking supporting the homies. But
well, I got a text from someone that is a friend of mine, but I don't like text with that often, and she was like, was that Lawrence on today's Daily? I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah,
sure, whatever.
Sure, bitch. What?
What's his name? Michael Barbaro?
Yeah. Welcome to the day.
It's his fucking show, and obviously there's editors and stuff, but like, yo, Big Mike. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Someone had to sign off on that shit. Maybe it was maybe it's like there's a throw gang on the sticks.
Ooh,
Producer J style.
Maybe Caramonica's in the bowl. He's our inside man.
Yo, but yeah, I love the idea of a man in leather, and then Jesus getting shit out respectfully. I can't figure it out. I can't nail it. I'm still working towards having a solid quote that I can share with my fucking parents, dude.
Yeah, I know. Wait, did your parents see it?
I was thinking about sending it to my parents, but like actually, the last time a social media thing was sent through that I thought was funny,
was it Kate Hush's big hairy pussy. Like
no, I don't even really want to say. Fuck, should I just say it?
Yes.
Did you see on Halloween? I put up a photo where it said it was a picture of a candy display and it said candy is not free. Did you see this? I posted it on Halloween.
Was this on your Instagram?
Yeah, on my Instagram story.
No, I did not see this.
So I thought, just with no context, there is a vegan ice cream shop that has a candy display, and clearly they were dealing with trick or treaters thinking that the full size whatchamacallits were just straight up available to gank, so they had to put the sign up. I just thought that was funny. I fucked up. And I sent that to my dad and my brother because there was just some jokey Halloween stuff happening in the Schlossman boys chat.
Oh.
So I sent that pic through with the added context, which I immediately regretted, which was Happy Jewish Halloween. And it made my way to my mother, who had a fucking meltdown.
Not Mindy.
Especially because at least, in the internet that she exists in, anti-Semitism on the rise right now.
According to the NFL commercials I'm seeing, it's like up 300%.
So, yeah, I did not send. I wasn't like, hey, mom and dad, be proud of me. Look at this fucking.
It's like, look,
shout out.
I shit on all religions equally.
Yeah, honestly,
right?
Maybe there probably was a spin zone there. Fuck, I really should not have told that story, but we leave it all out on the field here on the only podcast that matters. So shout out to Daily. Thanks for the inclusion, guys.
Wow, wait, Halloween, was that after October 7th? Yeah, it was. That was 24
was that the day of global
after.
jihad?
24 days after. All right, well, speaking of immaculate receptions, this week's podcast, it is going to be immaculately received because it is with
Transition God,
Grime Legend, AJ Tracy.
Live and direct.
I can't believe it happened. He was in town, just, I guess, working on his album mostly. And
ironically enough, because the next record is going to be just a straight British fucking grime fest.
Yeah. More info on that in the podcast. It was a tight 70 minutes.
Banger.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these fucking British books can fucking chat, man.
They got that good chat, that bants, baby.
What was unique about this podcast is
where to begin?
This podcast occurs in my apartment, in my home, in Lawrence's office.
Welcome to my office.
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta clean your fucking shit stains out of the toilet.
No, shut the fuck up, dude. Stop.
Well, there's
you're on group chats telling people that you know which way my dick hangs because of my fucking splashback, and I'm like, I aim, bro. I don't know about
No,
you.
I was legit cleaning the toilet, getting ready to host AJ Tracy.
You know, there's other people that use that bathroom.
Who? AJ,
Bro, I was
AJ
just-
Tracy didn't use it.
Bro, I was here on fucking Friday night with a bunch of mandems.
Okay.
But anyway.
But okay, so AJ Tracy pulls up and shout out Carlos. He helped set up the damn ting. And he was like, oh yeah, you know, obviously he's gonna come with some people. A few homies, 3-4 guys, roll with the team. You know,
Right.
it's treacherous out here, so you know he's got to stay fucking
Which he talks about.
yeah. It's treacherous out here in Greenpoint. You know,
Yeah, just generally speaking.
yeah. I might snatch a pierogies. He pulls up with, I believe the final
Might
count.
get yapped by one of the many mongers.
I believe the final head count was 9 fellas,
Bro,
Um,
as deep as this apartment even remotely allows.
we were busting chairs out of storage. And weirdly, none of them would sit on the couch except for one guy.
Yeah,
I think they all just wanted to watch. It was a lot of mandem in the fucking building,
dude. These motherfuckers touched road. If road
Yeah.
is your furniture,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it was touched.
And what I got reminded of again, Blastic episode.
Yeah, so
really
fun.
made me. I mean, we went back and listened to the music, and I was like, oh, first off, shit is fire. Secondly, when you get to know how cool of a guy this dude is, it makes the music even better.
Can I make a recommendation for outro music? I have been running back Dinner Guest, which
Okay.
is this song on Flu Game. I think the first single, which samples a super famous house song by the Nightcrawlers called Push the Light On or something. I don't know. Fuck, Push Through the Light. I don't
Dinner
fucking
Guest?
know. It's called Dinner Guest. Is the AJ Tracy song. It is a fucking smash, man.
Well,
and I want everyone to do a little bit of homework if you make it through the ep before we have this fucking indie goat on the show tomorrow.
Apt song title because I had 9 of them guest tings.
Push
in my
the
fucking
Feeling
crib.
On is the original song. Sorry.
Thank you. And what's funny is what it brought me back to my Def Jam days where like anytime you interact with like a big star, you know, obviously they're like surrounded by their dudes. And there's always one guy. And it's this like new role in the entourage
Yeah.
where they'll come up to you afterwards. And this happened with Spinall. They'll come up to you afterwards and be like, yo, what's your IG? And you're like, oh shit.
About to get that AJ Tracy.
About to get the AJ Tracy follow?
The
It's like, no, I'm just trying to link and build.
Yeah.
And then they follow you. You got to follow back. Then the phenomenon is, I think like the other guys in the crew either like ask like, yo, what was the IG? Or they see that somehow that like, oh, this person, my homie followed Jimmy, my homie followed Larry. So all of a sudden you're getting fucking follows from like, you know, OG wave god type usernames. And you're just like, what? Like, do I
Young
gotta
sniper boss.
Yeah, do I gotta follow back all these like, you know, like all these
fucking-
dudes?
these goons.
They're like, again, so now there's like the weed carrier.
Yeah, so I
there's
was
a
saying, what is
fucking
this job called?
social media manager, community manager.
This community manager is the new weed carrier.
Yeah. Fucking AJ Tracy's brother followed me, which is kind of tight. 'cause
That's
he's
cool.
like,
That's a good one.
we saw him later the night, which we'll get into, and he was like, yo, you ever in London? Like, I got a studio.
We got invited to Carnival.
We got invited to Carnival. He's
Yo,
like,
we catch us at we're gonna be at Carnival like Adele, dude.
at Trini Carnival. Yeah.
Dude, I'm
No, like-
pulling up.
like
I'm pulling up with
M.R.
cornrows.
Rhythm.
I am pulling up with cornrows to Carnival.
Better start
As
going
long
to
as I'm with AJ
Better
Tracy,
start going your shit out, bro.
I would look so bad.
Not stolen. My phone charger went conspicuously missing. I think someone just thought it was like there was one phone
Oh,
charger.
it's just a freebie,
It
right?
was getting passed around like like Lena the plug, and I think like someone's just like, oh,
Jimmy the plug.
This is just my shit. This is my phone charger. Let me grab it. So I'm down a phone charger. I will be putting one on the TF card.
No doubt, brother.
But what a fucking time, bro. Well worth it. Well worth it.
Yeah. What was funny is that like we're like, oh, honestly, like, okay, let's go glass half full. We got 9 fucking mandem in the crib. We're gonna have fucking great peanut gallery moments. And while I do believe they enjoyed the pod, I don't think I heard a fucking peep from these guys.
No, they were laughing
Oh, they were? Okay.
because
good.
I was facing them
right.
and they were like dying laughing.
Yeah. With that said, I believe one of these dudes that we assumed was just part of the entourage was just another guy that was linking up with AJ Tracy to give him merch. So that guy waited around for like 2 hours, give or take, to then get a flick of AJ Tracy with his merch in your hallway.
Bro, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And shout out this guy because he's like trying to put us on Flow Team. And I politely declined. I was like, hey, it's not my personal style. But Lawrence, the ever pleasing people pleaser,
The yes man.
the yes man, was like, oh, bro, this shit is fucking sick, bro.
Yeah.
I guess fucking sick, bro.
I
Pull
guess,
up.
I guess if my corpse shows up in the street in Brooklyn, yopped out, it's because I accepted Flow and did not post it. And that will ultimately lead to my unsavory and unsanctimonious demise.
Yeah.
I got to start saying
You got to start saying no, bro.
I'm just this guy in my crib. I don't know. I got to figure it out. I got to figure out a public meeting place.
Well, the reason why
no, shout out to all the fucking generous mandem and roadmen from Brooklyn to Brighton, dude.
The reason why I knew that they loved it so much was because afterwards, so they were like, yo, AJ's having a little fucking soiree ting at the ALD Clubhouse later tonight. He's like, he might play new music. He might just fucking DJ a grime set. We don't really know what's happening. Like, okay, so we show up. And
of course we're going to go.
At that point, a lot of the dudes, including the guy that you thought was AJ Tracy but wasn't, it was his brother.
His brother. They look very similar. Except AJ Tracy is fucking jacked, dude.
Yeah, he's huge. He's been bulking.
I know. He talks about his constant bulking face on the show.
He was, everyone there came up, they're like, yo, that shit was mad funny. It was a mad funny ting, man.
Massive ting.
It was massive funny, massive laughs, brother. And they're all just like very hyped on it. And they're just like, yo, time. Like you asked, like to both of us, like, yo, you asked the best fucking questions. It was well researched. I was like, well researched. I like watched one interview and like spoke to his IG. But yeah, thank you, bro. Yeah, yo, come to the studio. Fucking Skep's pulling up all the fucking time, man. Sench is there. Fucking Carnival. It's massive.
What I didn't realize, because I guess like my...
And by the way, I was wearing a kufi the whole time that these guys were talking to me.
What you got to get to. But I didn't realize like we both knew who AJ Tracy was. We maybe weren't as familiar with the actual tune as we are with a guy like Sench, who's kind of like... Well, obviously he's boys with Drake, but it feels like a Drake type of guy in the UK, aka like a popular mainstream rapper. And then you obviously have Big Smoke himself, and then the goats like Gigs and Stormzy or whatever. But I didn't realize until we started digging in with all of our extensive research that like AJ Tracy is like one, and obviously shout out fucking Dave, some other big guys that we talk about on the show and have collaborated with AJ. He's like the most popping independent grime artist in like the country, dude.
Yeah, must be so rich. So
yeah, but
like,
humble,
he gets 100% of the money.
Super humble and great. I think it's gotta be, and maybe like you said, these British guys come on the show and the bants are elite and the chat is and the Riz is next level. Like maybe it's just like a British kind of polite hospitality thing where I'm trying to now interview. Like we should become the guys, the American guys that like exclusively interview grime.
Sure,
I would love that, bro. Every guy I just named. Come on the fucking pod.
I'd have to go back and study up on all the roadman slang that he taught us.
Oh my god, where to begin?
We
learned that day.
Well, he turned to the mandem and was like, "Yo, like, I mean, some of them was like, yeah, bruv." We're like, we know
blood.
Bruv.
We got that blood.
Yeah. What up, cuh? Okay. Again, we were in the ALD Clubhouse. While I was waiting for you, I ran into Brandon Mahler. Shout out Brandon, the homie.
Big homie.
And on a group chat, someone had discovered like the ALD fleece beanie.
The polar beanie. And we talked about this.
The fleece beanie is officially called.
Yeah.
It's a motherfucking kufi.
Yeah. It's fire.
Brandon was like, yo, you want to come in the shop? I was like, I've never been in here. Especially, I've only been in the old one once. I've only been in the new one now once. Mm-hmm. Brandon gave me the tour. I'm like, yo, where the beanie? Where the beanie at, man? Where the beanie, man?
Where's the beanie?
Where the beanie, man?
Where Beanie Man? Is he in jail? Free Beanie Man. Wait, no. Am I thinking
think he's
of...
out. You're thinking of Vibes Cartel?
Yeah, maybe.
Who killed a guy? Like, he's in jail because he killed a guy.
But free him. Probably had a good
free
reason.
Free vibes.
Some guy didn't post his merch on.
You ever see the video when
he posted his full team merch on IG?
You ever see the video when Busta Rhymes shows up at the Vibes Cartel trial to like advocate for him, and he just starts speaking in the sickest patois?
No,
but it's Busta Rhymes. Like, me know what vibes go. I'm not going to do it. That's all you get. That's all you get.
No, that was good. That was good, dude.
That's all you get.
Kind of nailed it.
You don't need vibes going to No.
Yeah.
Cessation. Brandon.
Yeah.
He's like,
the kufis.
Yo, here, take a kufi. He's like, I put it on. I sent it to the group chat. I look like a fucking Uzbeki spice trader, or like I look like a Chinese Uyghur, not the Lawrence type of Uyghur.
That maybe is the funniest thing you ever said, which is you're like, yo, because you said you said the other one, you said Uyghur, and then you're like, no, wait, I look like a Uyghur, and we just thought it was perfect. I looked like a Chechen.
You got one. You came late, and of course, if Jimmy got something, Larry needs it too, right? Yeah. You throw it on. You're wearing the CP Company barber, which has like a military vibe to it. And it's like muddy gray.
Yep.
It's like hard, right? And you throw it on, you look like a fucking Chechen rebel.
Like a full militant, dude.
Like a white Muslim MMA fighter.
Yeah. I looked like I was sentient walking Islamophobia
Yes.
wearing that. I looked full Chechen, dude.
You kept it, but you put it in the pocket. Smart.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna let it rock.
Well,
And
no, I goaded you on. I was like, just wear it to the party.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it.
So I'm wearing it at the party. It's
You're supposed to hit the bar in a purple kufi.
I got the purple kufi, the Orally jacket.
You wore it all. I'll give you credit. You wore it all night. Talk about living and dying by the bit.
Yeah,
You
I owned it.
committed
I
to
owned it.
that bit, brother.
And so all the men them are bigging me up, and I'm like, yeah, bruv. I'll meet you in the ends, bruv. Wearing a fucking kufi.
Oh, yeah. I just remembered. I know how we always talk about how, like, because we work for ourselves and cancel culture isn't real, we're above it, we'll never be canceled. You and I, there is a picture that now exists that is the ultimate compromise against us ever that I am praying to God never gets leaked, and you will not see it.
Yeah.
That is you. I'm sorry, guys. No amount of money will get you that pic.
Praying to God, praying to Yahweh, praying to Allah, especially, maybe literally.
Oh Lord,
it
dude.
is.
We are
it's
bad motherfuckers, dude.
It's worse for you than it is for me.
Yeah, I
But
went for it.
silence is violence.
But also,
okay,
you
that's
already-
enough about the photo.
No, it's a free Palestine all fucking day, and I believe that Islam is the most beautiful religion in the world. And I
It's
truly
a
mean
peaceful
that.
religion.
Mhm.
So I'm wearing the kufi, right? And we are probably the only. We're on the lower. We're in the quadrant of least cool people in the building, right?
For a while, I was the only full Caucasian person at this party.
You were, yeah. It's most, and it's a small crowd. It's AJ and his crew.
Yep.
A bunch of fucking baddies. And
More ass than woman type
well,
shit.
after a few Peronis on my behalf and a few Stellas on your behalf, you're like, yo, do you think you have it in you to rizz up rapper thoughts?
Which is just an extension of the last time we had this conversation drunk at an event. We asked if you could rizz up Emrata. This is literally the exact. So it's literally the same thing.
That
except-
was more. How does one even
Oh,
rizz
right.
up
How?
Emrata?
Not-
Because she
could-
the
could
baddest
you?
in the game for real.
Right,
This was
okay.
yo. Look at the baddie. There's some of the baddest baddies in the game for real right now.
Well,
Could you rizz them up?
What was crazy is that one of these baddies, who was truly more ass than woman, was wearing Allbirds, and I'm like, how are you gonna like
She
pull?
needs that foot support because all the fucking she's bottom heavy, bro.
Maybe, dude. I guess those shits are comfortable.
She
But,
was
like,
legit. Like her butt was like the width of this table, and then the rest of her body was just like this.
Yeah,
it
shout
was
out
like
to her. She looked
this
great.
Nalgene on the table was
right.
It was like body shapes that we had never really seen
Right. So
before.
the question was posed to you: could you rizz up any grime adjacent baddies?
And maybe I had the kufi confidence flowing, but I was like,
It was a kufi code switch.
I was keeping it kufi. I wasn't keeping it goofy.
I
was
might
like-
be goofy, but I ain't goofy.
I was like, yo, honestly,
Well,
yo, I think so.
wait, why are you talking like that?
Because I had the kufi going.
Okay.
And then I was like, because I was hanging with this Uyghur was hanging out with the wigger, and I realized pretty quickly after that no, I do not have the Riz game to
Tell us why.
So I'm waiting online for the bathroom, adorned in the kufi, in the streetwear kufi,
In the royal purple kufi.
royal purple kufi, and the bathroom. It's a one toilet situation, right? It's like it's a single room,
Yeah.
Gender neutral. Which I guess is still not like a universally known concept. So I'm just waiting there, and like these three girls pull up, and they're like trying to get into the door, and I'm like, oh no, there's someone in there, and there's a line too.
Occupado.
I was like, yeah, it's occupado, and I didn't say like because they were whatever. I was like, yeah, it's occupied. There's someone in there, and they were saying like, oh no, like there's not just one toilet, right? I'm like, yeah, no, it's just one toilet in the one room, and like, why are you acting stupid? I was like, what?
Wait, I'm not. So it's, what is it? I might be goofy, but I ain't stupid. You were both goofy and stupid.
I was goofy and kufi. Apparently, I was acting goofy in the kufi, but I was like, wait, what? Like,
I might be goofy, but I ain't stupid.
I was like, there's just some clear miscommunication here. I was like,
Yikes.
no, it's just there's someone in there, and then I'm next, and they're like, man, and they just like walked away. I was like, what the fuck?
So they were confused about a lot of things. One, probably, why is this man wearing goofy?
Why is this spice trader not offering me some smoked paprika?
Yeah, why is this Uyghur posted with a Patron shot?
Why this man come from the Silk Road to fucking Mulberry Street?
And then also, why is there only one bathroom and why is someone using it? They were confused about the whole fucking logistics of the situation.
Also, it's like a sliding door. It's not like a hinge thing. I think that was confusing.
I've been in the ALD club,
But I think that was confusing them a little bit because they were like trying. Dude, I don't know. It was like a whole
That
thing.
night
And
got-
then so
Yeah.
point being, no, I cannot rizz up rapper thoughts.
Yeah. And that night got so out of hand so quickly. And I'm not even just talking about you acting goofy in the kufi, but when AJ Tracy's brother has been allotted an open bar. You cannot not have a shot of straight, delicious, I might add, Casa Azul, Don Julio Silver, whatever it was in your hand. And we were fed more shots than I think you should have as a grown-ass man in that whack quadrant at a party.
The most shots I've ever taken in my 30s. These guys were like, it was their last night.
Yeah.
They're celebrating. They did play new music. It sounded fucking fire. And for us, they were just like, yo, these crazy white boys. Like, I think AJ's brothers specifically was like, yo, I fucking love you guys. You guys, that was great. Blah, blah, blah. Let's hang out. Let's party.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
I knew I was overserved when you and I tried to keep the party going, and we tried to go into another kind of like semi-exclusive bar that we don't need to get into the details, but I was denied because they're like, dude, you are absolutely too fucking hammered to come in, and having heard that directly to my face, and I wasn't blackout. I remembered this. I was like, I need to, on a Wednesday night, I'm like, I need to rethink a lot of shit, dude.
Yeah. Time to go home. I know you love talking about getting fucked up. Sorry. I want to talk about me fucking up, another goofy moment that I had. So fast forward 2 days to Friday night. And when I was at my homie Asher's documentary premiere at NYC Doc Fest, biggest documentary festival in the country, go see Shaken in theaters now. You can stream it too. I got some text from Steven Victor. I was like, yo, pull up on me and Nigo-san tomorrow.
Ooh, you love to get that text. Elite.
I was like, wait, what? And I'm texting with my guy Kev on the side who had linked us on text, even though I did have Steven Victor's number.
Mm-hmm.
He could have.
Oh, he don't have yours though.
He didn't save me. I was like, wait, Kevin, what's going on? He's like, yo, like this could be like, yeah, like it's at Nigo's the Human Made pop up where he's like auctioning off his own shit, a la Pharrell with the jewelry that Drake then bought.
This is Jupiter.
That Drake then bought and fucking I think melted. Did he melt it down or he just like?
Oh shit!
Right?
Well, that was what the fucking song was called with Trav on Utopia. Shout out GQ Man of the Year, Travis Scott for some reason. Meltdown. I don't know if that's actually true or not. But
whatever. He said in the bar. And I was like, wait, what? Are we potting with him? Like, can he speak English? Like, and my theory is that Nigo can absolutely speak English fluently,
flawless,
but just pretends not to.
Yeah.
So that he can kind of just like play the background and it's like, yo, wise man keeps his mouth shut, fool opens his mouth. I don't know, whatever the fuck the saying is.
This is literally so just like Stevie Wonder pretends to be blind, Nigo pretends to be a non-English speaker.
Yeah. Our boy W. David Marks.
Woo! Shout out the GOAT, the king.
He met us at the pop-up and I floated the series like, no, absolutely not. Like he can maybe understand some shit, but like as his interpreter for this trip, he's like, no, he like mainly sticks to Japanese.
Yeah, he was here on official, but and that's the thing. And we have talk about the sickest business card. If you're on the Human Made board, you get like I don't know if you want to take a pic of it or if there's too much information on it, but yeah, no, we don't want people emailing fucking W. David Marks. It's the fucking polar bear business card. Yeah. I forgot that he's on the Human Made board, dude. W. David Marks is not fuck around, bro. WDMs, weapons of destruction mass. The next time he's in New York, we're like committed. We are going to get him on the pod because he was shouted out. We have a clip with Avery that is like viral on TikTok that is about Amatora. Is about his fucking book.
Yeah.
He's the man. Shout out fucking W. David Marks.
So turns out it was just like, oh no, you can like, Steven's like, I want to introduce you to Nigo. Yeah. It'll be fun. Pull up, whatever. So we get there. After you offered to share your soup with me at the Odeon, which I declined. Yeah. And I ended up just eating a fucking entree of steak tartare as a snack.
Before you had a dinner. Yeah. So complete fucking waste of calories. Speaking of not starvemaxxing.
I'm nervous, right? And I had been like, all right, when I meet Nigo, I want to say, nice to meet you in the most honorific possible permutation you can, which the way you say it is, Hajime mashite, which means like nice to meet you. Dozo yoroshiku onegaishimasu, which basically means like very, 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 very much you're God, right? Yeah.
It's how the Ninja Turtles would that they would say to Master Splinter
when they met him
when
as
he
babies,
as
baby turtles.
Sorry, yeah,
fucking idiot. Know your lore.
It's the most respectful way. If you ever meet Master Splinter, that's how you should address him.
Absolutely. When you meet any god. So finally, we're waiting around. Like Steven's like, "Yo, I'll pull up at 6:30." We're like, "All right, cool." So we're there at 6:30 on the fucking dot. And of course, they pull up an hour later. Mm-hmm. We'd been like having some Suntory beers, which they put like a cool like
so sick.
What? How do they do that,
bro? There is a fucking robot machine that kind of looks like Keurig or like an espresso, but you basically put the beer in and you select from a digital touch menu a graphic, and it lasers the graphic into the perfectly frothed head of the Suntory lager.
Yeah, so it's
or
like
it's malt.
It's like I heart New York, but the heart is like Suntory or like a bunch of the skyline.
Cheersing beers that look like a heart.
It was cool. It was very Japanese.
I need one for the crib. How much do you think that costs? A beer laser?
A lot.
That shit fucking rules, dude.
Yeah. They thought they'd have flying cars in 2023. They got beer lasers.
Well, maybe in Japan they do, bro.
Oh, they do. They do. When I go there, I'll bring one back for you.
Can you? What can I get you at the beer laser store? Just a standard beer laser.
So, David Marks is like, oh, yo, he's pulling up, and we meet
well, you know what it was? I was smoking outside and I saw the motorcade pull up, and I run in being like, I saw P and his wife hop out. That I know that Nigo-san is not far behind.
Well, I think people are also like getting the alerts that they're like, oh, he's pulling up, like, you know. So he's like, okay, it's time to go meet God.
Mm-hmm.
We go up there. Again, the phrase is Hajime Mashite Dozo Yoroshiku Onegaishimasu. I meet Nigo. We're introduced by somebody on his team, Dan, who was in the Arc'teryx beams.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fan, apparently. He was like bigging us up, and he's like, yo, yeah, give me your phone. I'll flick you up.
No,
I'll
David had the phone because he's like, I'm tall.
That's right. Right.
I can get the good angle.
But Dan was like, I'll introduce you, introduced us, and I fuck it up so bad. I forget to say Hajime Mashite, which is nice to meet you. I just say Dozo Yoroshiku Onegaishimasu, which basically just means very much, very much.
I didn't even realize.
And I'm like, oh
no,
my,
dude.
and Nigo's just like, he gives me like a little bit of a huh, and then he gets pulled away to like take photos with Pharrell, and then Dan was like, yeah, bro, I think your moment of taking a photo is gone. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I got a handshake, and I was like, how much like bow should I do? How much bow is a pro? You didn't see? You want me to demonstrate? You want me to hear? Get up. I'll show you what I did.
No, just.
Well, I got to show exactly how much I. If you're I got to shake your hand to illustrate.
Okay.
Too much? Too much bow?
Not enough.
Not enough bow?
You should have been on your fucking knees.
We were both so disrespectful, dude.
I know.
Fuck.
Careful, don't turn this off.
No, and I'm not going to. Our moment. I don't know what we thought. Well, we just wanted to. Honestly, we just wanted to flick.
So we now know Nigo, but we're now known as the guys that can't say "nice to meet you" in Japanese.
We know Nigo,
and
bow. We disrespected him. Apparently, damn, dude. I didn't have enough of a fucking. I needed a more acute angle. I was too obtuse with the bow.
And you got to bow at the waist.
No, dude.
Yeah.
I was trying so hard to like keep it tasteful.
You got to bow so he can read the fucking back tag of your kufi. That's how low you got to go.
You used to see how tight my kufi was fucking strapped.
That was because your small ass head, when Lawrence puts the kufi on, it has like an adjustable strap on the back.
I'm fully strapped
and
up,
so, like,
dude. I'm flapping.
The fucking strap is just flapping in the wind like a bird wing.
I was gonna say it catches that Chechen breeze real nice, dude. they got a beautiful air up in Chechnya. Wait,
speaking of guys that know,
I was gonna say, while that was bad, I do feel like we had a good moment with Tyshawn, who we saw for the first time since we potted.
And Steven too.
Oh yeah, shout out Steven, of course, because it doesn't happen without Victor, baby.
So I didn't know that fucking Big T was in the building, but I see him, and I'm just like,
Terrence.
No, Tyshawn.
Oh, I thought
Terrence was not there. I think no Malice.
I thought you meant fucking Mr. Thornton.
No Malice was there for sure. And
they're both Mr. Thornton. Excuse me. I thought Terrence Thornton.
Yeah. Tyshawn Jones. And he's like walking with that crew and dap up Steven, say what up, say thank you, blah blah. I turn and I see Tyshawn. I'm like, oh shit. And I go to dap him. I'm like, yo, what's up? It's me, the podcast guy.
Oh, you were trying to be humble?
I was like, there's no fucking way this guy knows who I am or
he spent like
remembers.
2.5 hours with us.
I know, but like,
I guess you're right. I always assume the worst.
And I can't be like, yo, I'm James or I'm Jimmy.
Yo, what up? It's Jimmy. Yo, what up, T? Jimmy.
Plus, like, I think I might have been wearing a kufi when I potted with him. I don't know. Or is that pre-kufi? I don't know.
I think this was in a post-kufi universe, dude.
Yeah. But we're just like, oh, what's up? It's a podcast.
When you met him, when we potted, it was pre-kufi.
And he laughed. He's like, no. I know who you are.
Yeah.
And I was like, I should be like, say my name.
I did ruin the moment because you then were like, yo, your TikTok is like going crazy.
No, I didn't say that.
What did he say?
He said, yo, that clip is going crazy on the views. And I'm like, oh, you know what I said? I was like, yo, you know what's funny? You mentioned how you have like a secret TikTok. It keeps getting served up to me, and I keep seeing you doing the fucking dances and shit. Not even like the real like extra like goofy dances. I mean, he's having fun with his boys.
Yeah.
Acting goofy, goofing off. And he's like, oh, you seen that? Yo, that other clip though that you guys posted is going crazy. And then that's when you tapped in.
That's when I came in. I said, "Yo, what up, Mr. Viral?"
I was like,
not
bro,
great.
I was like, bro, don't read the comments. Don't read the comments. He's like, nah, I'm not reading those comments for shit.
Ooh, yeah. You call him Tyshawn Jones, but to me, the most respectful way to fucking introduce yourself, what you don't want to do, like what you did with Nico, but I was with it with Tyshawn, Mr. Viral.
Yeah. Speaking of Mr. Viral, Jian and Leon got married.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they got married.
They've been married.
But this was their celebration
in New York.
Jian and Janice.
Congratulations, guys. We love you.
I can't believe Jian got married at the denim store. The party was at Jean's.
Damn, did you want to give credit to who you just stole that joke from?
Dunk. Fuck.
Oh, you almost said his real last
I know,
name. Be
Dunk.
careful. Yeah. What do you say? The jetting.
The jetting.
Yeah.
That was mad funny. I said the denim store joke. That was my joke.
Sorry. Shout out Dunk, baby.
The dress code. Okay, great wedding. And like you said, it felt like a class reunion. Like it was seeing people I haven't seen in fucking years, but still tight with. Like it was really like, it felt like they brought all of New York out.
Yeah.
It was fucking jam-packed to the gills all night. It was so much fun.
Cracking.
I was shaking my little booty.
You were a human disco ball.
The least shocking thing that happened was the coat check was over capacity, like
immediately.
instantly.
Yeah.
The guy was like, "Yo, I can't hang your shit up, but if you want to leave it on the floor,
ooh,
that's
no,
cool." And then just like,
I'll hang on to it, brother.
and then just like,
buddy.
but you got to be able to describe it to me because I can't give you a tag. And I'm like, "Yeah, done." And now it's like covered in fucking stains.
Oh, you fucking went with the floor treatment,
Bro, I can't wear this in jeans. Are you kidding me? I'd be looking like Yoakum eating a jalapeno.
Yeah. Okay.
The fake McNary fur. Hell no.
And also, I guess, like, I think we both, after teasing them last week, and I know your shit was a little bit up in the air, I feel like we both absolutely fucking smashed the creative black tie angle at the dress code in terms of the actual dress code that was on the invitation.
So what was your suit?
Oh, I did I got that, I went with the full Gant look that I talked about. Like, I ultimately went with that.
Was it black?
With the big old fucking trousers, with the pussy bow Larry style shirt, with the big old shawl jacket, and then the Stofa Grecian loafers. Well, here's the problem. You almost, when you look too good, then all people want to do is then talk, especially this crowd, talk to you about the fit.
Yeah.
So all I was doing all night was talking about my blouse. That was basically the extent of my conversations.
I'm
or
not
at
gonna
least
lie,
the first part of them.
One of the only photos I took was a photo of your blouse because I needed to see a photo of it because I couldn't. It was so dark.
Yeah.
In like a dark club that the blouse effect wasn't really. I mean, I guess I saw it when I saw you outside when I was first pulling up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can see how that shit can be an immediate like conversation piece because it's like, yo, look, I'm the blouse guy.
Yeah, and it's like I did basically know everyone there. Like you're saying, it's a lot of catching up. But yeah, just having to go fucking pussy bow first into every conversation is
You never
not
want to
like
go
ideal.
You never want to go pussy first.
Yeah. What did you end up going with? Why don't you give some IDs to the people?
All right, so I thought I was going to be cursed wearing the Bonobos jacket and shirt. Ended up just going with the shirt, which was very tight. I was very self-conscious about that. Which is why I didn't want why I wanted to wear the shapewear, and why I didn't want to wear the shapewear and put an extra layer that would fucking shine
that
through.
Would absolutely go through, yeah.
Clip-on J. Crew bow tie. I can't name the brand of the jacket because it was loaned to me,
and you're not supposed to have
a little bit illicitly, and it was requested that I keep that on the fucking DL.
Oh shit, I didn't.
But
have
it was
any
fire.
idea.
It was fire.
You did. We honestly had the same. They were both black shawl, like a little bit like bigger in a good way, not like skin tight, not painted on, but we kind of had the same jacket. So look at a picture of me if you need to fucking jog your memory.
I had some.
You know what he wore.
I'll save the pants for last. I had some these like black patent leather derbies from a brand called Purified, which I bought.
Yikes, dude! That sounded like what Adidas. If Kanye was CEO, he would change the brand name to.
Damn. Yeah. It's I bought them like 10 years ago at a Wyden Kennedy pop-up where I first met Andrew Chen. That's how fucking old these are.
That was a Phil Chang joint, probably, right?
So again, like if you have a
That's
Forever
where
John,
Andrew met Jian, I think, at that samples.
you're right.
Wow, dude.
Jian came up from doing social media for the goddamn Department of Defense.
Yeah, that's right.
Where he tweeted as Mikey the Missile and Donnie the Drone.
Again, congrats on your nuptials, buddy. We love you. Donnie, at Donnie_the drone.
Yeah, but the piece de resistance. Oh, and then Hanes boxers. The piece de resistance was my sequin Dries Van Noten pants, which were kind of fire because I feel like this is a bit, Jimmy Larry, right? Like you have the fucking conversation piece right up top. It's in your face. It's like the first thing you see. My shit was, especially because it was in a crowded club, a lot of people were just like, oh, he's in the regular degular. until they looked down and them shits, my fucking dick was dancing.
Fucking blinded motherfuckers.
Especially like people would like put a flashlight on my pants and it was like, it did have a disco ball
That's what
effect.
I'm saying. You're fucking shining, dude. You made it all about you. It's
kind of embarrassing.
From the dick down.
Kind of embarrassing. Although the pants were very, despite being like sheathed in sequins that I guess are plastic, they're not metal. It's not chainmail. Very thin cloth. So the bulge was bulging.
Oh, nice.
But it was, I don't know, that's again one of those pairs, one of those things you buy where you're like, oh, New Year's, wedding, and to actually finally do it felt kind of cool.
I love that. I thought we both did great. Some other notable shout outs. Shout out fucking Jelani Hendricks, who came through in the black tie Kangol, dude. My man had the Kangol on in the club, Millie rocking as fucking sturdy as ever. Love seeing him. I thought his whole look was fantastic, mainly because he wore a backwards Kangol to a black tie wedding and looked absolutely fantastic. He nailed it.
It was a lot of fun to see the creative black tie, and then shout out Brandon Mahler, the Kufi King, or the Kufi plug. So I had dinner with him and Chris Echeverria beforehand at Jean's the restaurant.
Oh right, okay.
We're like, all right, it's easy. You know, hit up Benny, get the res at 8.
You get the chicken.
Got the chicken.
Ooh, I'm telling you, that's the one, man. That roasted chicken fucking hits.
The chicken was good. The fries were good. Whatever that aioli was fire.
Oh, did you get the tomato toast?
No, I don't think that was on the menu. There was steak tartare toast.
Oh, okay. That tomato toast, if it's on there, it's like this tomato spread. Holy fucking shit. If you like a nightshade, god damn.
But we're just sitting there and we're like, yo, do you think that everyone here just thinks we put on tuxedos to go eat dinner together? Like, no one here knows that I'm going to a wedding downstairs.
Were there other wedding guests eating at Jean's that night as well?
Jian was at Jean's earlier. He was eating with his 2 like teenage nephews.
Okay.
He was long gone. Like we were there until like 10:30.
Yeah.
He was long gone.
His boatie was out the door at that point. His custom boatie.
But he was, I ran into him at like 8:15. He's like, yeah, I'm wrapping up. I'm going downstairs to like help out because somebody accidentally ordered, instead of 75 custom Jian and Janice cups, they ordered 750.
Yeah, that's right. I heard that story.
So we'll be serving, you'll be served cocktails out of pink plastic cups at my wedding all night.
Brandon did what? A beret?
He did a black beret, a vintage tuxedo. I'm blanking on the fucking name, but it's like a legendary suitsman, and the fucking cream silk shawl.
Oh, that's right. He came scarfed and beret up. That's right.
We were like
great
a little
look.
at first we were like, yo, this is fucking sick, bro. We should wear tuxedos to more dinners. And then we're like, wait, does everyone think we just wore tuxedo to dinner? Because that's kind of fucking wild.
We just came from our gay poly wedding. Fucking thrupled. Yeah. Betrothed thrupled.
Thrupled up, talking about clothes.
Didn't have this problem at all because my group ahead of time went to Indochine and you forget that like Indochine is like where an extremely loud gay man would have his own black tie themed birthday dinner. So that was happening where like we didn't look out of place at all.
That was really happening?
I swear to God. Because we're like, funny. Wait, wedding guests? Do we know? Oh, nope. That's just a guy celebrating himself, which honestly, fucking gender, sexuality, nationality, religion, creed, all aside. Yeah, put on a tux and have a birthday, dude. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, maybe I'll do that for my birthday on July 4th.
Yo, black tie July 4th, Darty in the
black
park.
tie Darty?
Yo,
damn.
That would be sick, dude.
Maybe that's the episode title.
Black tie Darty.
But yeah, it was a wonderful evening. Jian and Janice, fucking love. It was incredible to see their love. It was an evening of love, just celebrating love. I was at a baby shower earlier, so I was a fucking double loved up.
Did you make it all the way to? Because my wife, just shout out JB, who also looked fantastic, but she was dancing her fucking tushy off all night. She couldn't even make it to the karaoke. Did you stay for that, or were you out of there too?
That's when the karaoke started on the Supreme karaoke machine.
I was gonna say, wouldn't be Jean's wedding without karaoke on a Supreme karaoke machine.
Yeah, that's when
fire, dude. Well, I heard a guy doing International Players Anthem, and I was like, let me get to the Pimp C verse, and then I'm like, and that's our cue. We're gonna leave.
I say for one more song, I forget what it was, and then I bounce after that.
Because you and Jenna Jenna is a massive karaoke fan. I know you just because of your history, your personal history. Your
ethnicity?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Who loves karaoke more, Koreans or the Japanese? If you had to gun to head,
I think it's equal.
Yeah? Equal love. Anyway, you had some songs,
and the Chinese.
So just all Asians,
Asians,
all East Asians.
I don't know about the Uyghurs.
Damn it! I was gonna get to that too. What did you have down? Because Jenna was
they only do karaoke. They only do Eminem.
Yeah, Eminem or Macklemore
or Mike Snow. Big City. No.
Jack Harlow.
Informer.
Snow.
Snow. Not Mike Snow.
What song did you? Because you had to put like you
I had Dancing on My Own by Robin as a request.
With the pants, you would have gone crazy.
I know, and I'm not gonna lie. I was on YouTube looking up live performances of it to like learn some dance moves.
Some choreo.
Because there's a legendary Robin, legendary after YouTube video, but also just legendary video. Robin doing Call Your Girlfriend on SNL. She has this incredible dance that I've been wanting to learn for years where it's like, it's crazy.
When they get to the bridge, the breakdown.
So I was kind of like,
Wait, she does the robot? Kind of?
It's like it's
she's
wild.
dancing like a damn beer laser?
She's also in like 8-inch platform Timberlands.
She's very short.
But she's in these massive, these opening ceremony Timberlands that have like an 8-inch platform, and she's doing like stripper backflips and shit. It's crazy.
You were just backflipping in the Drees sequin pants,
bro. Just sequins flying everywhere. But no, I was wondering about some dance moves, and then this is unlike me, but I kind of got stage fright like that day of, and I was like, yo, like if they call me up, I'm gonna fucking get out of here. And and then when I saw the actual karaoke setup, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna, because it wasn't
this is below my pay grade.
Idealized. It wasn't.
It's not what you need.
It wasn't ideal for the performer,
right,
necessarily.
Yeah.
If you wanted to like do some extra shit versus just like singing.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, like if it gets called up, I'm gonna be Sam good. But then at that point, I was like, I need to go home.
Yeah. Well, I knew it was time to go home when my wife wasn't. Who again is the fucking talk about. It doesn't matter the setup, bro. She's gonna fucking make it work. When she was like, I'm too fucking gassed to do karaoke. I'm like, all right, that's our cue. We're out of here.
Yeah, she was dancing all night. All right. This has been another episode of The Only Podcast That Matters.
Yeah.
Tune in next week to watch Lawrence pod in a kufi.
Or bow correctly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, true. Jian and Janice, congrats.
Love you guys.
Chef, take us out.